2 of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, welcoming former President Barack Obama to the stage, urging voters to elect Kamala Harris. Earlier, a ceremonial roll call officially nominated Kamala Harris.
I am thrilled to reaffirm Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee for President of the United States.
Democrats say that America's future would be brighter under a President Harris and that a second Trump turn would take the country backwards.
Golston Dart anchors our coverage tonight from Chicago.
Hello from Chicago, Ty and Andrea. Yeah, it was another big day here. Day 2 of the convention, all wrapping up. It's all over but the cleanup. And here's the latest on what happened today from Bree Jackson.
All of our votes for Kamala D. Harris for the office of President of the United States.
A celebratory and ceremonial roll call.
Let's go, let's go!
Democrats making history by nominating Vice President Kamala Harris as the first woman of color to lead a major party's presidential ticket.
This is a people-powered campaign, and together we will chart a new way forward.
Our nation's first black president, Barack Obama, marking the historic occasion.
Kamala Harris is ready for the job. This is a person who has spent her life fighting on behalf of people who need a voice and a champion.
Mr. Obama laying out what's at stake in the 2024 election as the re-energized Democratic ticket seeks to defeat former President Trump.
The truth is, Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than it means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him and his rich friends.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama adding that Harris is ready to lead the country into a new chapter, turning the page on fear and division.
Kamala Harris is more than ready for this moment.
Second gentleman Doug Emhoff painting his wife as a loving and joyful warrior who rises to the occasion.
Kamala is a joyful warrior. It's doing for her country what she has always done for the people that she loves. Her passion will benefit all of us when she's our president.
Supporters laying out a bold vision of how they believe the country would benefit from a Harris-Walz administration. In Chicago, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
The big attraction tonight, Michelle and Barack Obama. We had a chance to talk to several California delegates about their reaction after what they heard. What do you think about what just happened?
I just left church. I heard Michelle Obama talk to us about what is at stake, reminding us that pettiness is not what makes things possible. And then we heard President Obama talk about grace and hope and humanity and listening and building a party and a nation that allows all of us to live in it. And it was emotional, it was motivational, and it was just what we needed.
It's joy. It's joy, it's positive, it's exciting. And you know, it just, the Obamas, right? The Obamas, and they're coming out for Kamala, and everything they said rang so true, you know? I mean, you look around the room, and what are we all doing? Smiling. I mean, it's true. Joy.
It was a supercharge, and it allowed for us to take that and take it back home and continue and ask for people to come and help us.
What's your reaction to what just happened up there?
I am so excited. The energy is just like off the charts, and I'm just thrilled that it's Kamala Harris. She was my candidate in 2019, and I couldn't be more proud of our state and our party.
So that's a wrap from day 2 here at the United Center. Tomorrow will culminate with the introduction and a big speech by the vice presidential candidate, Tim Walz. From Chicago, I'm Golston Dart, KCRA 3 News.
California Governor Gavin Newsom had the microphone for some time tonight. During the ceremonial roll call, he spoke about Harris's track record as a California lawmaker.
Kamala Harris has always done the right thing. A champion for voting rights, civil rights, LGBTQ rights, the rights for women and girls. So Democrats and independents, it's time for us to do the right thing, and that is to elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States of America.
Also attending the DNC is Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg. He posted this image today on social media saying in part, quote, "Thrilled to represent Sacramento at the DNC. The incredible energy and passion can be felt all around."